GDP results. Short sell indicators like GDP and interest rates for crypto and market assets. Next time you knit new high, fast that shit and set the has as the stop loss. What is up on YouTube today? We're going to be talking about short selling indicators like GDP and interest rates for crypto and market assets. So first, we're going to be talking about what GDP is. GDP stands for the gross domestic product, which measures the value of economic activity within a country. Another way it could be said is GDP is equal to spending plus gross investment plus government investment plus government spending and revenue created from exports or end imports. Or it can also be said as money made within a country. So if GDP continues to increase, more jobs are created, incomes are created, and it's all cycle. Let's say if incomes are increased, there's more spending, which leads to more income because one man's spending is another person's income, which can lead to more demand for certain products and services, which drives employment up. While historical data cannot forecast how markets will respond in the future, especially in the volatile and unpredictable crypto market, analysts generally agree that investors can expect increased volatility this week after the Fed's rate hike decision. The crypto market sentiment was slightly pessimistic to begin the week, but crypto prices rapidly rose following the news. As of Thursday afternoon, Bitcoin was trading above $23,000, while Ethereum was trading above $1,700, up more than 10% in the previous 24 hours. This occurred against the backdrop of rising recession worries, emphasizing the importance of this week's second quarter GDP and profit results. The United States GDP report indicated negative economic growth in the second quarter, stoking worries that a recession has already begun. A technical recession is defined as 2 quarters of negative economic growth in a row. We do know that it is speculated that we will raise rates by 75 basis points. If they simply disclose rates at 75 basis points, we shouldn't see any negative market effects. However, it may be canceled out when the second quarter GDP figure is issued. With so much economic uncertainty in the air, now is the best moment to play it safe by dedicating no more than 5% of your investment portfolio to cryptocurrency and investing only what you're willing to lose. Before investing any extra money in a risky speculative commodity like cryptocurrency, be sure all of your financial bases are covered, from retirement funds to emergency savings. So I hope you guys found this video valuable, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe, and also comment below what videos you'd like to see. Thank you. The race to build a social media platform on the blockchain. It's natural to be wary of the powerful social media platforms. They often sell user data to advertising, and their approach to content filtering has sparked criticism. Web3 supporters believe they can establish an entirely new system that avoids the concentrated power of platforms. A decentralized social media (DSO) environment, in which people should have more control over the information they generate. Discover, a blockchain-based social network built on DFinity's Internet Computer Protocol, has received $9 million in early investment led by Polychain Capital to establish a scalable DSO platform. According to the business, other investors in the round include Upfront Ventures, Tomahawk VC, Firefly Venture Partners, Shima Capital, and Bertelsmann Digital Media Investments (BDMI). It's a crowded market with many startups and established businesses vying to develop a network that benefits its members. Ex-Coinbase employee Dan Romero received $30 million earlier this month from investors led by A16Z to create Farcaster. This DSO protocol enables users to shift their social identities between multiple applications. Another seed-stage company, Primitives, received $4 million in May for their own Solana-based DSO network, which TechCrunch featured. Big Tech is also participating. Twitter finances Blue Sky, an open-source DSO project created in 2019 that hasn't launched but is openly testing its development methodology. For its part, Discover runs portals, which are token-gated networks where users must possess a certain NFT to join. By airdropping digital content to discover users, the societies aid NFT projects in creating buzz, according to co-founder and CEO Rick Porter, who spoke with TechCrunch. The retirement for dispersal among people's NFTs. They need actual individuals, not bots, to own these NFTs and maybe hang on to them to attain liquidity for their NFTs. So as a distribution route for NFTs, we let those seeking distribution dump 1,000 of their 10,000 entity array on our top customers, Porter explained. According to Porter, Discover has enrolled over 1,000 users and has produced millions of dollars in NFT rewards for those users via the airdrop reward mechanism. According to Porter, what distinguishes it from other 𝐑𝐄 platforms is its intention to create a link between Web 2.0 and Web 3. He claimed that Discover is seeking to tackle the problem of providing users with a Web 3 native, decentralized experience with minimal to no sacrifice. It's noteworthy that the company chose the Internet Computer Protocol over Ethereum, the most well-known innovative contract network. Porter stated that he came to this conclusion after meeting Dominic Williams, president and chief scientist of 𝐷finity, while working as a consultant at BCG on a blockchain-based innovative contract project. After being involved with 𝐷finity throughout the protocol's development, Porter opted to leave his post at BCG and begin working full-time with 𝐷finity. His initial efforts was to create a message board using the protocol, which he claims introduced him to the requirement for Web3 networks and prompted him to create social networking. The computer environment on the internet has also had its share of problems. A class action complaint against 𝐷finity claims that it sold its tokens as unlicensed securities, violating the law. As early backers of 𝐷finity, Polychain and A16Z were also named as defendants in the lawsuit. When 𝐷finity filed a lawsuit last month alleging that two New York Times writers, Andrew Ross Sorkin and Efrat Livni, had defamed the company, it found itself on the other side of the argument. Porter responded, "I feel like I'm creating on something like AWS, but it's fully decentralized, right?" When asked why he believed the Internet Computer was the perfect platform to create a social network. "I can make modifications and gradually improve my application thanks to my upgradable intelligent contracts, and everything will still be certified, on-chain, and traceable." Porter added that even so, direct client interaction is essential for developing a 𝐑𝐄 platform. Fractionated share of the Bored Ape and how it will affect the NFT arena. However, the primary value of the Bored Apes is derived from the blockchain technology on which they are founded. The apes are non-fungible tokens or NFTs, which means they each have a single owner and are unique. Each animal has a record of its owner on the blockchain, a public digital database that lets anybody find out who owns a certain NFT. When an NFT is bought, sold, or transferred, the blockchain is updated with a new record, which updates the ownership information. Prices for Bored Apes have increased to 6 figures due to a combination of NFT technology, striking artwork, and some buzz. As of Thursday, the lowest price for a Bored Ape was around $262,630 according to DappRadar, which analyzes NFT costs. Even millions of dollars have been spent on auctioning off certain Bored Apes. In January, 1,080.69 Ether tokens, roughly $2.85 million at the time, were paid for Bored Ape number 232. With the launch of the more recent series Mutant Ape Yacht Club in August, Yuga Labs built on the popularity of Bored Ape Yacht Club. For many people, owning a Bored Ape now defines NFT awesomeness. The NFT can get you access to a private Discord server with some famous users and free benefits like more NFTs or tokens from this week's BAYC ApeCoin launch. Owners of Bored Apes can utilize their NFTs as their Twitter profile image by subscribing to Twitter Blue. As seen by ApeCoin's meteoric surge over the last 2 days, owning a Bored Ape is becoming increasingly profitable. According to Fortune's Taylor, Nathan Head, a 25-year-old NFT artist and collector, got $75,000 from an ApeCoin sale on the day of the token's launch, when the token was trading for roughly $6.80 lock. If he had persisted, his ape-themed crypto would have been worth more than $431,000. The money was nonetheless life-changing, even though he said it makes him a little bit sick to consider how much more he might have created, and he is clinging to his gorilla. I've had my ape for 9 months, and I think it's the finest financial decision I've ever made. I first bought it on a whim, Head said. Even if my ape is worth more money than I have ever had in fiat, I'm not sure whether I would ever sell it. It does seem like being a member of a really amazing club with tons of great perks and chances. Blockchain and rap music. YG, Larry June, Moneyman, Mick Jenkins, and Nipsey Hussle. The love of money has always driven the hip-hop scene. Making money has been a common motif. From Jay-Z to YG, Larry June, Moneyman, Mick Jenkins, and Nipsey Hussle Birdman. A large portion of this is just the clairvoyant insight that money is what makes the world go around. This discovery explains why cryptocurrencies and hip-hop go together so well. The groundwork has been laid for Bitcoin to become widely accepted within the hip-hop scene. Hip-hop's biggest stars, including 50 Cent, Ghostface Killah of the Wu-Tang Clan, Nipsey Hussle, Pitbull, and Snoop Dogg, have either expressed interest in or directly accepted this currency. The music business, which has historically profited from industry earnings and its characteristics, will probably find a use for the decentralized cryptocurrency. What is causing this new widespread behavior? Tech This Out Live will look at how Bitcoin and blockchain technologies are influencing the development of music and the globe.